Welcome back, class 10. We were doing chapter cell, and today we are going to learn some of the names of the cell organelles, their characteristics and chief functions. Just as there are organs present in our body, those organs perform one or more special functions in our body. For example, eyes help us to see, nose help us to smell, ears help us to hear. So all the parts in the body has special functions which they do, and they are known as organs. Similarly, in a cell, there are certain structures which help in definite functions. They are concerned with definite functions in our body. They are known as organelles. So thus organelles are specialized membrane bound structures in a cell which are concerned with definite functions. The living parts of the cell, which consist of cytoplasm, nucleus, and other living structures, are collectively called protoplasm. So protoplasm is the living part of the cell, due to which the cell is living. In case of plant cells, the protoplasm is termed as protoplast. So protoplasm in case of animals and protoplast in case of plant cells. So protoplast, which is the living matter of plant cell, and protoplasm is the living matter of animal cell. The living bodies are almost same in both plant and animal cells, except that in case of plants there is cell wall, and there are plastids or chloroplasts, and in case of animals there is centrioles which help in cell division, found just above the centrosome. So centrosome, centrioles, they are special structures which are found only in animal cells. Golgi apparatus, this is also a particular cell organelle found in animal cell. But such structure is also found in plant cell, but in that case it is known as dictyosomes. Various organelles of the cell are nucleus, nucleolus, which is inside the nucleus, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum again can be of two types, smooth or rough, ribosomes, Golgi bodies in case of animals, and dictyosomes in case of plants, lysosomes, chloroplast, vacuoles, and of course cell membrane. So let's plunge into different structures. Cell membrane, as already been discussed in the previous video, that is the living matter of the living membrane of the cell, and it acts as semi-permeable membrane. The outermost layer in case of animal cell is the cell membrane. It lies next to cell wall in plant cells, and they are very thin, flexible. They possess fine pores through which they drink or eat substances, excrete out substances also. They are semi-permeable in nature, and they are made up of lipoproteins, that is lipid and proteins. The chief function of cell membrane: number one, separates the content of the cell from its surrounding. It helps in regulation of the entry of certain solutes and ions in the cell. It maintains shape of the cell in animal cells. The second organelle is cell wall, which is only found in plant cells. They are non-rigid. They are non-living rigid layer surrounding the plasma membrane, mainly composed of cellulose, and they are freely permeable in nature. That is, they allow substances in solution to enter and leave the cell without any hindrance. Its chief function is, number one, gives rigidity and shape to the plant cell, allows substances in solution to enter and leave the cell without any hindrance, and third, provides protection. Next cell organelle is cytoplasm. All the parts together inside the plasma membrane, excluding the nucleus, is cytoplasm. It contains a mixture of water and soluble inorganic and organic compounds and various organelles. Its chief functions are, number one, different organelles contained in it perform different functions. All metabolic activities occur in it, and medium, it acts as a medium of earlier steps of respiration, that is production of pyruvic acid in case of anaerobic respiration. The next organelle is endoplasmic reticulum. It is an irregular network of tubular double membrane structure. It is continuous with the plasma membrane on the outside and the nuclear membrane on the inside. It may be smooth or rough. If it is rough endoplasmic reticulum, then ribosomes remain attached with rough endoplasmic reticulum. The chief function of endoplasmic reticulum is to support and give framework to the cell. It helps in the synthesis and transport of proteins and fat. Mitochondria is another cell organelle. Various shapes and usually sausage-like shape. Double-walled inner wall is thrown into folds and it is known as cristae. So the folds in mitochondria are known as cristae. They have their own DNA containing several genes. They also contain their own ribosomes. Mitochondria, the main function is release of energy from pyruvic acid produced in cytoplasm in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. They also help in the synthesis of respiratory enzyme. The next cell organelle is Golgi body or Golgi apparatus in case of animal cell, and dictyosomes in case of plant cells. They are stacks of flattened membrane sacs and they consist of tubules, vesicles and vacuoles. The main function of Golgi body or apparatus is synthesis and secretion of enzymes, hormones, etc. It also helps in the formation of the acrosome of sperm cells. Ribosomes. Ribosomes are small granules either scattered in the cytoplasm or they are attached to the outside of the rough endoplasmic reticulum. They are single-walled, dense, spherical bodies composed mainly of RNA, that is ribose nucleic acid. Their main function is to synthesize protein in the cell. Lysosomes. Lysosomes are membranous sacs budded off from the Golgi body. They contain 40 different types of enzymes. The function: they help in intracellular digestion. They destroy the foreign substances which can be harmful to the cell. When the cell is old or injured, these rapidly destroy the organelles and hence they are known as suicide bags. That is, they kill their own cells. They help in the digestion of cartilages during the formation of bones. So if the question is who or which cell organelle is known as suicide bag, the answer will be lysosome. And if you are asked to give the reason, your reason will be that when the cell is old or injured, the lysosomes rapidly destroy the organelles and hence it is called suicide bags. Centrosomes are special type of cell organelles which are only found in animal cells. They contain one or two centrioles. These centrioles are surrounded by microtubules and they are located near the nucleus. The main function of centrosome is to initiate and regulate the cell division. They forms the spindle fibers with the help of asters during the division of the cell. Plastids are the organelles which are found only in plant cells. Several kinds and most common ones are the chloroplast, which contain the green pigment chlorophyll, double membraned proteinaceous matrix and contains DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid. They are disc-like structures called thylakoids, contain chlorophyll. The function includes impart color to the flowers and fruits. For example, chromoplast, xanthophyll, in case of xanthophyll they are yellow. In case of carotene it is orange or red. And if it is chloroplast, then they contain the green pigment which helps in trapping of solar energy for photosynthesis. Leucoplasts are the colorless plastids and they are found in the roots. They store the starch. Anthocyanin pigment is dissolved in cytoplasm. It is blue-violet in color. Nucleus is the largest cell organelle. It is the brain of the cell, mostly spherical and dense. Nuclear membrane with pores to allow substances to enter and leave, and contains network of thread-like structures called chromatin fibers which contain DNA. The functions are regulation of cell functions. If removed, the cell dies, and hence it is known as brain of the cell because it regulates all the cell functions, and if removed, the cell dies. Nucleus contains chromosomes which are the bearers of genes that control hereditary characters. Nucleolus is one or more round-shaped nucleoli inside the nucleus. They produces ribosomes. They participates in protein synthesis by forming and storing RNA. They dictate ribosomes to synthesize proteins. Chromatin fibers. Chromatin fibers are network in the resting stage of the nucleus where they condense into chromosomes during cell division. They help in the manufacture of DNA threads, which are later called chromosomes, and chromosomes carry the hereditary information or the genes which pass from one generation to another. There are two parts of the cell which are non-living in nature. They are vacuoles and granules. Vacuoles are clear spaces with water or other substances in the solution. Plant cells have larger vacuole while the animal cells have fewer and smaller vacuoles because plant cells have to store different substances inside them, so they have large vacuoles. Vacuoles may be covered by a covering called tonoplast. This question has come once in board. What is tonoplast? So tonoplast is the covering of the vacuoles. The main function of vacuole is to store the water and other substances, food, pigments, waste products, etc. Further, vacuoles give turgidity to the plant cells by pressing against the cell wall. Granules. It is also non-living structure found in cell. They are small particles, crystals or droplets. Starch in case of plant cell, glycogen in case of animal cells, and fat containing granules, they all serve as food for the cell. So in this way, all the cell organelles do have some role in the cell, and according to that they perform in the cell. If anybody wants to see the cell, then one can do it with the help of onion, where you can easily see the plant cells under a microscope, and to view it more distinctly you can pour iodine solution on the thin sheet of onion peel so that the nucleus gets visible easily under the microscope. In case of animal cell, if you want to see it under microscope, the best will be the squamous epithelial cells found in the mouth region, and to view it more distinctly you can use eosine solution, which is red in color, and hence you can easily see the squamous epithelial cells under a microscope. Thank you very much.